You call it laziness because that's the easiest explanation. It's simple, clean, almost comforting. If you say, I'm lazy, you don't have to look any deeper. But here's the problem. If this were laziness, rest would help, and it doesn't. Laziness is when you don't want to do something. Burnout is when you do want to, but there's no energy left to even begin. That difference matters more than people think, because when you're lazy, you choose not to act. When you're burned out, your body has already made the decision for you. You wake up tired, not sleepy, tired. The kind of tired that doesn't go away with coffee, or sleep, or a day off. You postpone things you actually enjoy, not because you don't care, but because everything feels heavy. Even small actions feel expensive. And slowly you start asking the wrong question. What's wrong with me? You start blaming yourself. You tell yourself you should be more disciplined, more motivated, more focused. You look at other people and think, they're managing. Why can't I? And the guilt builds quietly. Because from the outside, your life looks fine. You're functioning. You're responding. You're showing up. So you convince yourself that you don't have the right to feel exhausted. But burnout doesn't always come from doing too much. Sometimes it comes from holding too much in, from swallowing frustration, from ignoring exhaustion, from saying, I'm fine when you're not, over and over. For months, sometimes for years. You didn't break suddenly. You wore down slowly. That's the dangerous part. Burnout doesn't announce itself. There's no dramatic collapse. No clear moment where everything falls apart. You just keep going, with less and less of yourself, until one day even rest feels pointless. You lie down, and your mind doesn't recover. Because what you're tired of isn't the work. It's the constant pressure to keep being okay. At some point, you stop feeling excitement. But you also stop feeling sadness. Everything becomes neutral, flat, and muted. You're not in pain, but you're not alive either. And that's why burnout is often invisible. You don't look broken. You just look distant, disconnected, empty in a quiet way. The most exhausting part is pretending nothing is wrong. Smiling in conversations you don't feel present in. Completing tasks on autopilot. Living days that blur together. You're not failing. You're surviving. And survival uses energy too. So if you've been calling yourself lazy, pause for a moment. Ask a different question. Not, why can't I do anything? But, how long have I been running on empty? Because maybe you don't need more discipline, or motivation, or pressure. Maybe what you need is to finally admit that something inside you has been tired for a long time, and it deserves to be noticed. If you recognized yourself, there's more coming.